Welcome into the broadcast booth on a Thursday evening. I'm Cam Crossett here at Catonsville. We have the women's basketball team going up against the Hagerstown Hawks. This evening, Hagerstown comes into this matchup with a record of 6-6 overall, 2-1 in conference. On the other side for Catonsville, they have the exact same record at 6-6 and 2-1 in conference. This will be a great game. Both teams need a win. We'll see what they can do here. We'll start off with Hagerstown and look at the player to watch. That being number 23, Bree King. King, a 5'4" guard from Frederick, Maryland, comes into this contest averaging 15.5 points per game. She had a career-high 25 points against Allegheny Community College back on December the 10th. On the other side, for the Catonsville Cardinals, the leading scorer is Keishana Murphy, the 5'8" sophomore from Fayetteville, North Carolina. She comes into this matchup averaging 14.5 points per game. Had a career-high 25 points on December 15th against Salem. She looks to improve on that today against the Hawks. This is a conference matchup for both squads. This is a crucial game for both teams. Both teams need a win, as I mentioned earlier. And in about 5 minutes' time, we'll get you down to the public address announcer, Lacey Johnson, for lineups and anthems. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett here with you. We'll take a look at the lineups for both teams, starting with Hagerstown. At guard from Shenandoah Junction, West Virginia, number 1, Sylvia Prout. A 5'9" forward from Hagerstown, Maryland, number 5, Tyra Hobbs. A 5'10" sophomore from Walkersford, Pennsylvania, number 10, Andrea Elder. A 5'6" first year from Middletown, Maryland, number 13, Ella Bennett. And a 5'4" first-year guard from Frederick, Maryland, number 23, Brianna King on the other side for Catonsville. We'll get you those lineups momentarily. Had a chance to speak to both coaches before the game. Head coach Cindy Wilhelm for the Hagerstown Hawks is in her second season at the helm. She said they are playing all right. They have a lot to improve this season, and they hope this evening is a jump start to that. Andrea Elder leads the team in blocks. She wears the number 10 for Hagerstown. She has 7.5 blocks per game. And on the other side for the Catonsville Cardinals, Keshana Murphy was a player of the month last month in December, so she looks to continue her strong performance this season in conference play throughout the months of January and February. We thank you so much for watching Catonsville basketball. Sit back, relax, and watch some basketball this afternoon on a Thursday evening in Catonsville. The Cardinals have an early 2-0 lead. It's off the bounce pass from Anaya Morrison to get the scoring going. And just as I say that, Keshana Murphy adds to her season with a point of her own. Catonsville out and running 4-0. And another turnover. That's a third turnover in the last 50 seconds for Catonsville. Strong start to the first quarter. Chloe Wallace has it. She puts it up. That's a miss. Tarshay Ball rebounds it over to Keshana Murphy for 3. Murphy does not make it, though. Rebound goes to Hagerstown. Off and running with it is Ella Bennett over to Brianna King. She found Sylvia Prout in the corner, guarded by Deshaw Bryant. A quick note on Bryant as she's making her first career start at Catonsville. She has not started at all this season. She has 8 games played. She has not added to the stat sheet this season. She looks to start that tonight against Hagerstown. So we look to see her not only get the start, but see what she can do this game and throughout the rest of the season. Morrison has it for the Cardinals. Hagerstown coming with the four-court press. Tarshay Bell weaves around Tyra Hobbs. She can't get the ball in the basket, but rebounding it was Murphy. She adds another 2 points to her point total, make that 4 for Keshana Murphy. And Catonsville has an early 6-0 lead over Hagerstown. Just a minute and a half to play so far in the first quarter. Hagerstown's got it back. Ella Bennett's got it. She shoots the 3. She sinks it. Ella Bennett, strong start for her and the Hawks. It's her first points of the game. Goes to number 13. Chloe Wallace has it for Catonsville over to Anaya Morrison. Over to Tarshay Bell in the corner for a 2. She's off. Rebounding it is the Hawks. Out and running is Brianna King. She has a wide open lane to the basket, and she puts it in. This is a 6-5 contest. Chloe Wallace has possession now. Over to Keshana Murphy. Back to Anaya Morrison. Over to Daisha Bryant. Stolen away by the Hawks. And Bree King gets it for the Hawks. Tyra Hobbs has it. Back to King. Thought about the 3. Guarded by Bell. Hawks are doing a lot of passing beyond the arc to go in the paint. King was looking for Prout. She went off her left knee. Stolen away by Catonsville. Chloe Wallace had it. Out and running are the Cardinals. Daisha Bryant picks it up from the court, and she's fouled in the process. So Bryant will go to the line. Shoot 2. So we have a substitution for Hagerstown. Checking into the game for the Hawks is Janae Bradley, number 20. She's a 5'9" forward from Charleston, West Virginia. Through 12 games played this season, she has averaged almost 8 points per game. Will be a baseline pass out of this quick substitution for Hagerstown. The ball went out of play. The referee went and got it. And Anaya Morrison will throw the inbound. Morrison looking for somebody open, looks to her left and to her right. She finds Chloe Wallace, but that's stolen away by King. King with the deflection. King down the court in the corner. She's guarded by Wallace. She loses a handle on it. And good defense by Catonsville as they push that ball out of bounds. They pushed King all the way to the corner of the court. And that is a turnover. So Catonsville now with possession. Wallace has it. Over to Tarshay Bell. Bell over to Murphy for three. Keshana Murphy sinks it. Three-pointer. Keshana Murphy, she's up to 7 points on the night. She is rolling here in the first quarter. As King has it for Hagerstown. Over to Elder in the corner. She was looking for Haas, but that's a turnover. Sydney Oliver gets it for the Cardinals. She goes coast to coast, can't get the bucket in the can't get the ball in the basket. As Oliver will head to the free throw line. Sydney Oliver wears the number 12 for the Cardinals. Is a 5'10" forward from Essex, Maryland. Through 12 games played this season, she averages 8 points per game. She's just 36% from the free throw line. She's off on that one. And she makes a second. So Oliver 1 for 2 at the line that time. Catonsville has a lead 10-5 early on. Hagerstown has it now. Elder in the corner. Stolen away by Wallace, but she went out of bounds. In the process, ref called it push-off on Wallace. Coach Renwicks, who is the head coach from the Cardinals in her second season, was the interim head coach for a couple seasons before being named the head coach in 2024. Catonsville has possession. Wallace has it, looking for Morrison. She finds her. A cross pass to Murphy. Murphy spins in the paint, puts it up, can't get it to go. Oliver tried to get it on the fingertip miss from Hagerstown. As that was Janae Bradley, who was looking to strip that ball when it went out of bounds. As Ella Bennett has it over to Elder, who can't get it to Janae Bradley in the paint, as Catonsville has another turnover. Players falling to the court. Hagerstown has it now. It's Bree King. King, who's looking for Elder, but the miscommunication from both players was in effect there, as Hagerstown has coughed up the basketball 3 times this game so far. Wallace with possession. There was just a substitution on the Catonsville side. Checking back into the game is number 1, Sylvia Prout. Hagerstown has committed 6 turnovers here in the first quarter. 3 of those were off the hands of Andrea Elder. As Anaya Morrison heads to the free throw line, she sinks the first one, extends the lead 11-5. She gets the second to go. 12-5 Catonsville lead early on. Hagerstown has it. That's another turnover for the Hawks. Catonsville all over it this time. It was a good bounce pass by Anaya Morrison, but she couldn't connect with Chloe Wallace as that ball goes out of bounds. Hagerstown has it, just under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ella Bennett with possession, heavily guarded there by Tarshay Bell. Out to Bree King in the paint, who's a leading scorer for the Hawks with 15.5 per game. As Ella Bennett has it now. Bennett over to King in the corner, was off. King is 0 for 3 this quarter. That is not like her. It's a tie-up under the basket with Bree King and Tarshay Bell. Hagerstown will have a substitution. But meanwhile, Ella Bennett spots a 3 and she drains it. So Hagerstown now up to 8 points. And that's first points of the game for Ella Bennett. As a whistle was blown. A foul called on Catonsville. Checking into the game for the Cardinals, number 11, Lejeune Dower. Dower, a 5'4" point guard. And through 12 games played this season, Dower has averaged 4.5 points per game. Catonsville leads 15-8. Yeah. Andrea Elder gets Hagerstown within 5 on that jumper. 15-10 the score. Catonsville has it. Lejeune Dower put it up. Can't get it to fall, though. As Hagerstown comes down with the rebound. Ella Bennett got it. Spotting up for Prout. She can't get it to fall. As Keishana Murphy rips it away from Prout in the paint. A foul was called. A travel on Murphy. She had a good play there, but she just couldn't set her feet before making that pass, as she's called travel. And a turnover for Catonsville. As Hagerstown will get possession. And coming down with the inbound pass is almost a nice deflection by Catonsville, and it was almost a turnover. Sydney Oliver got her left hand in there, but she just couldn't come down with the basketball before it went out of bounds. Is spotting up for 3. On the other side is Ella Bennett, make that 2 for 2 from 3 for Bennett this afternoon. As Hagerstown is within a bucket. Tarshay Bell has it over to Dower all alone in the paint. She puts it up. That's off. That was tipped on the way up, I believe, by King. As King has it for Hagerstown. Over to Ella Bennett. Bennett to Tyra Hobbs, who has the wide open jumper, and she sinks it. Hagerstown coming back with a 5-0 run. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Oliver has it. Excuse me, that's Morrison. As Dower has possession. Out to Murphy. Murphy spots up for 3. She's got it. That's her second three-pointer of the game. So Keshana Murphy has 13 points. She's red hot here in the first quarter. As Brianna King has possession for Hagerstown, she's fouled on her way up. She will shoot two. We'll have a substitution for Hagerstown. Checking into the game will be number 11, Gabby Ball. She's a 5'7" guard from Falling Waters, West Virginia. Through 12 games played this season, she averages 7.5 points per game. Had a season high 14 against Westmoreland back in November. As Brianna King at the free throw line for Hagerstown missed the first one. Gets the second one to fall. It's 18-16. Oliver has it. Oliver up to Tarshay Bell. That will be just a two if it falls. It does not go as Hagerstown gets the rebound. King out to Prout. Prout, heavily guarded by two Catonsville defenders, finds King to her left. Over to Ball. Back to Prout. Prout with a shot clock at 12. Over to King, cross pass, and she trapped. Hagerstown was looking for a lane offensively, but too much passing. A good full court press by Catonsville. They couldn't get the ball off in time, and too much passing leads to a travel when you don't set your feet correctly. When you're looking around for a teammate to pass to, you're not looking at your feet, and that's what happened there. And Hagerstown made a crucial mistake down by 2 early on here, as King has it over to Gabby Ball, who missed the jumper with 26.5 on the game clock. 18-16 the score. Morrison has it. 16 on the clock. Morrison goes to the rack. She can't get it to go. She is fouled in the process. That foul on Sylvia Prout. That'll be Prout's first. As she will take a seat on the bench. Checking back in is Paris King, number 23. As Morrison at the free throw line coming into this contest, Morrison was a 70% free throw shooter on the season, as she missed both that time. As Elder traveled, and yet another turnover from the Hawks. As Catonsville is capitalizing off turnovers. And it's the 8th turnover of the first quarter for Hagerstown. Catonsville has 6 points off turnovers as the horn sounds. And Catonsville will head to the second quarter with a 2-point advantage. 18-16 our score from Catonsville. We'll be back momentarily. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville from inside the Jack Manley Center on the campus of CCBC Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett. We welcome you back inside at the start of the second quarter. As the Cardinals have a 2-point advantage. They did a fairly decent job in the first quarter, especially off turnovers, forcing 8 turnovers and 6 points off those turnovers in the first quarter. Keishana Murphy looks to continue her strong outing with 13 in the game. Had a chance to catch up with Cindy Wilhelm, the coach of the Hagerstown Hawks, before this game, and she told me the player to watch on their side is Brianna King. As King, her stats so far this game, she's 1 for 3. She has 15.5 points per game. She is changed to a combo guard to a point guard, so a little change on the side for King, and she's been doing well. She's finding her footing in that role. Coach Wilhelm and her staff are very pleased with how she's playing in this role. She looks to continue that not only this game, but in the next game and beyond. Down the stretch as Hagerstown looks to make a run to the NJCAA Region 20 playoffs. As, you know, that's not quite that time of year, but that's something Catonsville and all the other conference members of the Region 20 have to look for going forward in the next couple weeks and next month of February, as well. As not much time to get right. If you're not where you want to be so far this season, you got to figure things out quickly as the season is starting to wind down. It's the first conference game of the new year for Catonsville. That is not the case for Hagerstown, as they had a road trip down to Palm Beach State Community College down in Palm Beach, Florida this past weekend. They went 0 for 2, losing 2 games to one to Palm Beach State and the other to Cayuga College, as Anaya Morrison had a good baseline shot on that possession. Extends the lead 21-18. As Elder has possession for for Hagerstown, as King has it. Cross pass to Ella Bennett, who was looking for her 3rd 3 of the game, and she was just a little short as Tarshay Bell comes down with the rebound. Bell looking for Murphy. Murphy caught it with her left hand, flipped it out to Oliver, who tried to put it up with the right, but didn't happen, as Hagerstown has possession. In the corner with it is Bennett, looking for Gabby Ball, as she was trying to find Elder all alone under the basket, but it went off her hands and out of bounds. Catonsville with possession now. Morrison going right to the basket and puts it up, puts it in. Good play all around by Anaya Morrison. She adds to Catonsville's point total, extending it to 23, and she has now 7 points on the night. As Hagerstown with possession, Brianna King has it. King over to Gabby Ball, pass to Elder in the paint. She didn't want it, so she passed it to King, as King goes off glass and in. As Hagerstown within 3, 23-20. Tarshay Bell with possession for the Cardinals. Hagerstown has 2 players on the court looking to check into the game at the whistle. As Morrison goes to the basket, can't put it up. Oliver with the rebound. Out to Morrison for 3, she sinks it. What a good play there by Morrison. As she said, I'm open, give me the ball, and she sinks it. 26-20. Catonsville extends their lead. Coach Wilhelm will call timeout on the side for Hagerstown. We will take a media timeout. We'll be right back from Catonsville. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett here with you out at the timeout. Just over 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. As Hagerstown has possession, King has it. Nice spin move. King finds Prout. Prout in the corner. Prout and a tie-up with Oliver. And the whistle is blown as Catonsville will gain possession. As that is the 11th turnover of the contest for Hagerstown. Wallace in the paint. Has it out to Morrison. Weaves around Prout to the basket. She doesn't get it as Hagerstown has it now. King out to Ella Bennett, who thought about the three. Bennett all of a sudden is guarded by two Catonsville defenders, and she gets through it as Prout has it now. Prout puts up the shot. She can't get it to go. Tyra Hobbs comes down with the rebound, pushes Murphy. Hobbs gets it back out to Prout. Prout can't get it to fall. As Morrison went to the basket, she's fouled in the process. As that ball goes out of bounds. She comes down holding her head, so we hope everything is okay. As she will go see the athletic trainer on the sideline. As Tarsha Bell will check in for her. Bell, long pass that's Lejay Dower. Wallace is to her right. She finds Bell in the corner. Over to Wallace. Wallace guarded by Prout. Wallace spins, nears the paint, goes to Murphy. She's looking for 16. She doesn't have it. She remains with 13 points on the night. As that's Ella Bennett, goes up for it, and coming down with it. It's a hard foul on the court. Number 20, Janae Bradley. As she gets up and she is able to walk off on her own power, she is okay. As Lejay Dower has it. Dower out to Wallace. Wallace over to Dower. She finds Oliver. She's fouled on her way up. So Oliver will head to the free throw line for her third attempt at the line tonight. She's 1 for 2 in her first 2 attempts. She's off at that time. 26-20 our score, just under 5 minutes to play. She gets a second to fall, so she's 1 for 2 for the third time tonight. 27-20 our score. King spots up for a deep 2. She sinks it. Nothing but net for Bree King. 27-22 our score. Wallace with possession. She tries to go coast to coast, puts up the shot, nobody home. As Hagerstown has it now. King, guarded by Dower. She finds Ella Bennett beyond the arc. Finds King. Nice cross pass to Prout as she can't get it to go. As Murphy has it now. Murphy, nice dish to Dower. She puts it in the basket. Good play all around by Murphy and finish off by Dower. As Dower gets her first points of the night. King has it for Hagerstown. Over to Janae Bradley. Bradley puts it up a little high as the whistle is blown. A foul was called as Janae Bradley will head to the free throw line. As Bradley, a 61% free throw shooter. It's the first one to fall. Makes this a 6-point contest. The second one does not fall. It's Tarshay Bell comes down with the rebound. Bell over to Dower. Dower. Over to Bell. Bell finds LeJay Dower in the corner. She fell, trying to hand the ball off to Murphy. It's Murphy. Does not have possession. Dower goes to the basket with 3 seconds on the shot clock. And she's off as she tries to get her own miss. As shot clock did expire. As the ball did not get into the basket. It's 29-23. As that's Tarshay Bell over to LeJay Dower. Dower with possession. Over to Morrison. Morrison weaves between two Hawk defenders. She's fouled in the process. As Ella Bennett got her with her left hand as she went up to the basket. So off the inbound pass, Murphy gets it. She puts it up for the floater. She can't get it to go. As Bradley comes down with the rebound. King has it for the Hawks. King is guarded by Dower. King out to Elder. King has it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rough outing continues for Bree King. As Dower had possession momentarily. She flipped it out to Bell, who weaves between three Hagerstown defenders and puts it in the hoop. What a beautiful play by Tarshay Bell. First points of the game for her. Meanwhile, Prout spots up for a three. That rattles off. She saves it. She's on the court, and that ball goes out of bounds. Coach Renwicks will call timeout. He's going to talk things over with her squad. Leading by 8, 31-23 our score. We'll be back from Catonsville momentarily. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Hagerstown will get possession out of the timeout. Elder has it, flips it out to Ella Bennett for a three, and she's got it. That is Ella Bennett's fourth three of the first half. As Bennett now has 12 points. Bennett 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Tarshay Bell has it, fake, pump fake, puts it up, puts it in. Good finish by Tarshay Bell. She now has 4 points on the night. Elder has it. Elder under the basket, tries a reverse shot that's stolen away by Bell. Wallace has it for the Cardinals. Wallace went to put it up. She couldn't get it to fall. Minute and a half to play here in the first half. Prout. The inbound to King. King with 9 points on the night. Over to Prout, back to King. Over to Ella Bennett. A backwards pass to King, and she drains it. Beautiful job by the Hawks point guards there. Brianna King finishes the job with an easy 2. She had nothing but net that time. 33-28, the score. As Morrison has it. Morrison, it's a little bit of a push off there by Elder, but who am I to say, as Leger Dower puts it up and can't get it to fall. She's fouled in the process. 43.5 seconds as Coach Renwicks and the staff are looking for a foul, as that was clearly a foul from up here in the booth, but not so down there on the court for the refs. As Coach Renwicks is irate on the sidelines, as they did change that call to a foul on Hagerstown. It was a clear push-off from Andrea Elder. As Morrison deep inbounds as the shot clock is off. Shot clock was only on 4 seconds to begin with, as they had to shoot it quickly, but they could not get the shot off before the clock expired. Just 39.5 seconds to play. We'll add a few more seconds on the game clock now. 40.2 on the clock. As Catonsville leads by 5. Elder over to Prout, over to King in the corner. King heavily guarded by Catonsville defenders. She finds Elder, and that's a foul. They're going to call the reach and foul on Chloe Wallace. So Catonsville will pick up their second foul, and that is Wallace's first. As heading to the line for 2 will be Elder. She's off that time. Gets the second one to fall. She's 1 for 2 that time at the line. 33-29. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds to play in the first half. Morrison over to Wallace. Back to Leger Dower. Stolen away at the last second by Prout. Prout has a lane, but not enough time as the first half is over. Catonsville, the 33-29 advantage. We'll get you caught up on stats momentarily. But first off, you have to applaud the Cardinals' offense there in the first half, especially their defense. Total of 13 turnovers on the Hawks side of things, 7 points off turnovers. Catonsville was 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Hagerstown, 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, all coming off the hands of Ella Bennett, who has 4 threes in the first half. And the leading scorers for both squads, Ella Bennett with 12, and on the other side, Keshana Murphy with 13. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time to start the third quarter. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. You're watching CCBC Women's Basketball on YouTube. Welcome back to Catonsville for the start of the second half. I'm Cam Crossett here with you inside the Manley Center with the Cardinals a 33-29 advantage early on. Halfway home on a Thursday evening. As Ella Bennett has it for Hagerstown. King over to Prout, all alone under the basket, puts it up, can't get it to fall. There's a foul called in the process. As Prout will head to the line. This is Prout's first trip to the line this evening. On the season, she's just a 33% free throw shooter, 2 for 6 from the line. Make that 3 for 7. She gets that one to go. And she sinks that one, make her 4 for 8. So she cuts the lead to 33-31. Catonsville with the advantage early on here in the third quarter. Bell has it over to Murphy, who stole it away from King. Excuse me, that's Bradley. As Bell has it over to Dower. Dower back to Bell. Bell weaves between two Hagerstown defenders, but lost it going up. As that's a turnover on Bell and the Cardinals. Hagerstown has it. Ella Bennett. Bennett out to Prout. Back to King. King over to Bennett. Bennett is guarded by two Catonsville defenders. King picks it up. Wallace with the full court press. Behind her is Murphy. As Wallace stripped it away. As Morrison goes coast to coast and puts it up. Puts it in. 35-31. As Elder has it over to King. King guarded by two Catonsville defenders. Back to Elder. Elder over to Bradley. She's off. As saving it is King. King puts it up and sinks it. Brianna King is now 11 points on the night. 6 for 9 from the floor. As Leger Dower has it for Catonsville. Murphy has it. Murphy spinning around in the post. Puts it out to Tarshay Bell, who's off. Wallace tries to save it. She's guarded there by Elder. But she has it back as Morrison has it now. Morrison guarded by Prout. Morrison to the rack. He's fouled in the process. Prout got her with her left hand. As Morrison will head to the line. 3 for 6. So far at the line tonight. It's her 4th time at the stripe. She gets that one. 4 for 7 is Morrison. And that one's off. So she's 4 for 8 at the stripe tonight. As spotting up for a 3 is Ella Bennett, and that would have been her 5th 3 of the game, as she cannot connect on that one. As King has it for the Hawks, out to Elder. Elder spots up for a 2. She's off. Picking up the rebound and putting it in the basket is King. So King now with 15 on the night. Ties Morrison for the lead for their respective teams. As Dower has it out to Murphy. Murphy slips it in there and she gets it to go. A good basket by Keshana Murphy. She now has 15. So Prout has it. Out to King. Over to Bennett. Bennett is off. Morrison has it. Morrison, she has two players in the paint. She's looking for Tarshay Bell, but she cannot connect as Ella Bennett has the rebound for Hagerstown. Bennett puts it out to Janae Bradley, who sinks it. So the Hagerstown within one. 38-37 our score. As Morrison has it for the Cardinals. Morrison guarded by Prout, over to Bell. Bell puts it up to Wallace for three, off the backboard and in. Chloe Wallace, a big three-point play. She gets a scoring started for herself. 3 points so far for Wallace. That's the way to start the night if you're Chloe Wallace. As Bradley has it for Hagerstown, over to King. King over to Bennett. Bennett with the left hook. Can't get it to fall. Try to go with the teardrop floater. As Morrison had it for a moment. Wallace picked it up. Wallace to the basket. She can't get it to go. Murphy, 3 times the charm. Doesn't work. As Hagerstown comes down with it. Bennett. Has it. Bennett. Cross pass to Bradley in the paint. Bradley was looking for a foul. That doesn't happen. But the ball goes out of bounds. (41-37). Our score is Coach Wilhelm will call timeout on Hagerstown's side of things. We'll take a quick break from the Manley Center. We'll be back from Catonsville momentarily. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Our score 41-37. Cardinals out in front. King through the inbound pass to Elder, who flipped it out to Gabby Ball, who just checked back in for the Hawks. Ball over to Elder. Back to Ball with 4 seconds left. Over to Elder. She's looking for a lane. She puts it up. It's tipped by Catonsville. Tarshay Bell and Keishana Murphy come down with it. It was Murphy that was last touched. Deep three. Doesn't work for Murphy as Hagerstown has it. As King with possession. Over to Gabby Ball, who was traveled. Anaya Morrison was all over her as she forced to travel. So for Hagerstown, that is their 15th turnover of the contest. Morrison with possession for the Cardinals. Morrison with 15 points. Dower with just 4 does not make that one. As King with possession. Over to Elder for 3. She's off. As Tarshay Bell comes down with the rebound. Bell, Euro step to the basket. She just couldn't finish it, though. Nice moves by Tarshay Bell in the paint. As Bell puts it up with the left hook. Gets it to go. Good play by Tarshay Bell. Good all-around performance that time. 43-37 the score. Elder with possession for Hagerstown over to Ball. Ball traveled. Back-to-back travels by Hagerstown as things are starting to unravel for the Hawks. Turnovers, 17 of them so far this game for Hagerstown. And there's 2 in a span of 30 seconds. Cardinals full court pressure just too much for Hagerstown as they extend their lead 43-37. Morrison was fouled that time, so she will head to the line. Sylvia Prout and Janaya Bradley check in for Hagerstown. Morrison over 2 that time. Prout over to King. King spots up. Can't get it to go. Wallace comes down with it, and she's fouled in the process. A jump ball is the call. Jump ball foul. Catonsville with possession. Wallace has it. Over to Bell. Back to Wallace. Wallace. Full court pass to Morrison. Flips it out to Dower. It was too much on that finish as Hagerstown comes down with it. Sloppy passing leads to a turnover. That's her 18th of the game. Morrison put it up. She grabs her own miss. Dower near midcourt. Over to Bell. Over to Wallace for 3 in the corner. She sinks it. Chloe Wallace with another 3-pointer. 46-37 our score. That's Wallace's second 3-pointer all season long. Wallace has been making the 3 points when it counts, and that time she got it to go that time. Coach Wilhelm calls timeout. She's too pleased with her team. It's 46-37 the score. It's coming out of the timeout. Coach Wilhelm's team has to be fired up after that message. As Catonsville come back out to the court, they're playing very well. 6 of 8 from 3. Just 50% from the line. They're making the shots when they matter most. Chloe Wallace coming in with a big 3 off the bench to pad Catonsville's advantage. As Prout has it, King over to Gabby Ball, who found Andrea Elder underneath the basket. She got it to go. Morrison has it for Catonsville. Just under 3 minutes to play. Over to Wallace. Wallace over to Dower. Dower puts it up. She's fouled in the process. She got cut on the hand. By Elder. As Dower will head to the free throw line. Dower gets the first one to go. Dower gets the second to go, so that's 6 points on the night for LeJay Dower. Hagerstown with possession now. Prout has it. Over to Ella Bennett. Bennett spots up for her 5th 3 of the game. She's off. Coming down with it is Janae Bradley. Janiah Bradley out to Ella Bennett. Bennett to Prout. Prout to Elder. Cross pass to Bradley. She couldn't get it. Excuse me, that was King she was looking for. She couldn't come down with it. As that's yet another turnover for Hagerstown. Hagerstown's 19th turnover of the game. As Wallace has it. Morrison for Catonsville. Morrison fouled on her way up. Coming into this contest is Tyra Hobbs. Hobbs checking back in. Her first appearance since the first half. Hobbs just with 2 points on the night as Morrison makes that bucket. As she's 2 for 2 that time. 17 points on the night for Morrison. Elder has it underneath the basket for Hagerstown. Stolen away by Murphy. Over to Wallace. Has a clear lane to the basket. Coming strong to reject that jumper attempt is Ella Bennett. She fouls her in the process. That's Bennett's first foul. As Tarshay Bell has it for Catonsville. Bell over to Wallace for another three. Rattles in, rattles out. As Hagerstown has it. King out to Prout. Prout. Bounce pass under the basket. Puts it to go. Sylvia Prout with a nice Euro step also in the process as she weaved around Anaya Morrison underneath the basket to get that one to go. As Dower for a deep two. Was looking for a little help from the glass and she couldn't get it. As Hagerstown has it. King. Over to Elder. Elder spots up for a two. She's off. Catonsville with possession. 30 seconds to play. Morrison goes coast to coast. Puts it up, puts it in. That's 19 points for Anaya Morrison. As Bennett finds Elder under the basket. She lost the handle on it, but it was last touch by Catonsville, so Hagerstown will get possession. King for the Hawks. Deep pass to Bennett. Bennett with 18 on the game clock. Shot clock's off. It was tipped at the line by Bell. Stolen back by Hagerstown, and Tyra Hobbs has a clear lane to the basket. She puts it in. 52-43 the score. 5 seconds to play. Leger Dower gets it to go with the buzzer. Leger Dower, what a basket to finish off the third quarter. 54-43. The end of the third is upon us inside the Manley Center. As the Cardinals have an 11-point advantage, 54-43. We'll be back from Catonsville momentarily. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville for the start of the fourth quarter. I'm Cam Crossett here with you. 54-43 our score. So we enter the final stages of the contest here. As a turnover on the floor. Catonsville, about 3 players had their hands on it for the ball went out of bounds. Bell has it for the Cardinals. She finds Wallace near midcourt. Over to Morrison. Strong pass. Morrison handled it cleanly. Morrison for 3 off. As Hagerstown comes down with the rebound. Ella Bennett with possession. Bennett fakes out Dower, who's looking for King. Sloppy passing. As Dower has it. Clear lane to the basket is Bell, and she goes up for an easy 2. 56-43. Our score. King has it. Out to Bennett. Bennett for 3. She's got it. Her 5th three-pointer of the contest. Ella Bennett makes this a 10-point ball game. 56-46. Wallace puts it up. She was contacted on the shot, but no foul called. Coaches are looking for an explanation from the referee. As to no avail, as checking into the game for Hagerstown is Bradley. As Hobbs will take a seat. As Murphy fouled on her way up. King has it for Hagerstown. Over to Prout. Prout over to King. King into paint. Over to Elder. Has a lane to the basket. Puts it up. Puts it in. So Elder now with 7 points on the night. LeJay Dower has possession for the Cardinals. Weaves between 2 defenders. Still guarded by Bradley. As Ella Bennett looking to grab the ball from her. As she finds Morrison in the corner, who just puts up a prayer. Can't get it to fall. As one player goes to the court, that's Brianna King. Hagerstown has it. King with possession. Over to Bradley. Looks for help from the backboard. She can't get it. Rebounding the ball is Elder. And she now has 9 points. She makes this a 6-point contest. A 3-possession game all of a sudden. Morrison stops and pops. Drains it. Nothing but net for Anaya Morrison. 58-50. As Bennett for 3 in the corner. She drains it. That's her 6th three-pointer of the contest. As she brings Hagerstown back into this one, just trailing by 5, 58-53. Good game all around for Ella Bennett. She's carrying the Hawks with 18. And 6 of those are from beyond the arc. All of her points, are from beyond the arc. As she leads Hagerstown with 18 points. On the other side, Anaya Morrison leads the Cardinals with 21. Morrison just 8 points away from her season high. Her season high was against Monroe back on December 19th, where she scored 29 points in that loss. It was a 94-61 loss to Monroe. As Hagerstown gets the possession off of a turnover. As King drains it. 58-55, and just like that, this is a 3-point ball game. Murphy has it. Out to Morrison. Morrison puts it up. It's way off as that ball goes out of bounds. She had a clear lane, but she just couldn't get it to fall. 7 minutes to play. Whistle blown. Coach Renwick's looking for an explanation. King with possession. Over to Ball. Ball out to Ella Bennett. A no-look pass to King. Over to Elder. Elder, just under 7 to play. Stops, pops, puts it up and puts it in. This is a one-point contest, 58-57 to score. As Tarshay Bell has possession for Catonsville. Cross pass to Chloe Wallace. Wallace weaving around two Hawks defenders. She's looking for Murphy, but that ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover on Catonsville's part. That is now 15 turnovers for the Cardinals. Wallace with possession for Catonsville. That's a Morrison. Morrison in the lane. Gives it to Oliver, who went out of bounds. As Catonsville will get possession back. From the corner is Morrison. Weaves between two defenders. Can't get it to fall. Hagerstown with possession. 6 minutes to play. 58-57 our score. King over to Elder. Off her fingertips and out of bounds. So, back-to-back turnovers. Gives Catonsville control of this possession. As Murphy had it for a moment, was stripped. King has it for Hagerstown. Ball's bouncing. And a foul called on Catonsville. As Hagerstown will get possession. The foul was on Sydney Oliver. As all alone under the basket is Andrea Elder, and Hagerstown has their first lead of the evening, 59-58. They've came all the way back, trailing as much as 9 points early on in this third quarter. As Morrison goes to the basket, excuse me, that's Oliver, as she's fouled. Oliver will head to the free throw line. She puts the first one, does not go. Oliver's 2 for 5 from the stripe, make it 2 for 7 tonight. Rough go with things for Oliver. As King has it now. King to the basket. She was looking for Elder, and both her and Oliver fall to the court. Both players are okay. Tarshay Bell goes to the basket for Catonsville. She's fouled on her way up. She will shoot 2. So Bell, first time at the free throw line tonight on the season. Bell is a 75% free throw shooter. 12 for 16 at the stripe for Tarshay Bell. Make that 13 for 17. She gets the first one to fall. She's off on the second, so this is a tie ball game, 59 apiece. Bennett has it for Hagerstown. Over to Elder. Elder Was looking for King. It was tipped. Murphy came down with it. Murphy finds a lane. Wide open underneath the basket is Morrison, and an easy two. Anaya Morrison gives Catonsville the leader right back. 5 minutes to play here. King with possession for Hagerstown. Out to Elder. Elder. Over to Gabby Ball with the nice jumper. 61-61. Is Wallace. Over to Dower. Dower to Morrison. Finds Bell to her right. Bell guarded by Elder. Bell puts it up. Rattles around, can't get it to go. Rebounding it is Bell as both players go down to the court. Her and Prout. 61 apiece, still our score. As Murphy puts it up with 5 seconds on the shot clock, she gets it to go, 63-61. It's a one-touch pass, and the ball was on the hoop. As King lost the handle on it. As Morrison gets it back for Catonsville. Morrison with the turnover. Good defending. To her right, she has Wallace. Wallace in the corner to Bell. Bell was looking for Murphy. It's tipped. She still comes down with it. She's fouled. As Murphy will head to the line. As Murphy will head to the free throw line, Coach Renbix calls the rest of her team over for a quick conversation. There's Murphy at the line tonight. Her first time of the night, her first attempt at the stripe tonight. She's 1 for 1. 17 points on the night for Murphy. Make that 19 points. She's 2 for 2 at the stripe. It's a 65-61 lead with just over 3 minutes to play. Elder has it for Hagerstown. It's blocked. The foul's called. Almost a clean block by Tarshay Bell. She races for the basketball out of bounds. King with possession for Catonsville. Stolen away by Murphy. Murphy's got it. He has LeJay Dower all alone. Dower, Euro steps. Can't get it to fall. As Hagerstown has it. King. All alone is Bradley. Bradley puts it up off the glass and no. Prout has it. Last touch by Elder in the basket. 65-63. 3:15 to play. Wallace has it. Cross pass to Murphy. Murphy goes to the rack. She can't get it to go. It's stolen away by Elder. King has it now. King settling things down for Hagerstown. She has Ella Bennett for her 7th three of the game. No. As Hagerstown will still remain with possession as that was last touch by Catonsville. As Bennett has it. Wallace trying to strip it. Bennett finds Prout all alone for an easy bucket to tie the game. 65 apiece. Morrison goes to the rack, puts it up and puts it in. 67-65. King with 2.5 to play. Near midcourt. Over to Elder. She has Prout to her left. She was looking for Bradley. Stolen. As Wallace, all alone. She's guarded by Bennett. Morrison puts it in the basket. Catonsville has a 4-point advantage, and a timeout is called by Coach Wilhelm. 69-65 the score. This game coming down to the wire. 2:14 to play. Back and forth contest. As mentioned pregame, both teams the same exact record, both in conference and overall. Talked about it in the open that this game was going to be close, and indeed it is. We'll be back from Catonsville momentarily. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Coming out of the timeout, Catonsville has a 4-point advantage. I'm sure the message in the Catonsville huddle was keep making the shots that you're making. And on the other side for Hagerstown, just find a way to get back in it. You're in this game. Just make the shots when they matter most. Just over 2 minutes to play here. As King has possession for Hagerstown. King. Over to Elder all alone. She puts it in the basket, 69-67. Wallace out to Morrison. Morrison has it over to Bell. Bell pops. Can't get it to go. She's looking for a foul. Prout comes down with the rebound for Hagerstown. All alone to Ball. But over to Bennett for her 7-3. It's off. Catonsville with possession. All alone is Morrison. Chasing after it is Ball. Morrison to the rack. She beats her. She gets it to go. The minute and 28 left on the game clock. As a timeout is called by Renwick's and Catonsville. A quick timeout. We're back to playing. It's 71-67, a 4-point contest. Minute and 27 left. Can Catonsville hold on? That's the question. King has it for Hagerstown. Out to Prout. Prout in the paint. Looking for Bennett. Rattles off. Hagerstown with the rebound. Bennett with her own miss. Fouled. A minute and 9. As officials are convening beyond the 3-point line. What that call should be. No foul given yet. As Bennett had the offensive rebound. As Hagerstown has it. Elder. Excuse me, that's Gabby Ball for 3, and she's off. All alone is Morrison, guarded by Ball. Behind her is Dower. Dower picks it up. Dower, 53 on the game clock. Ball has, Tarshay Bell. Murray had it momentarily. She went down awkwardly. That right leg kind of went down underneath her, but she's walking it off and seems to be okay. As Murphy will head to the line. She's got it. That's going to pad the Cardinal lead 72-67. A 5-point advantage for the Cardinals. That one doesn't go. Timeout by Coach Wilhelm. She goes to talk things over with her team. We'll take a look at some stats during this timeout. Catonsville with 4 team fouls to Hagerstown's 3. Hagerstown 26 turnovers on the night to Catonsville's 15. Hagerstown has done it from beyond the arc, that being Ella Bennett, the lone 3-point shooter for the Hawks. As Ella Bennett is 6 for 14 from 3, but a total of 18 points. And on the other side, Anaya Morrison has tied her season high with 29 points. She looks to post a season high in the final seconds of this contest. The Catonsville with a 5-point advantage. Coming out of the timeout, Hawks have very little time to even it up, and Catonsville has to defend. Out of the timeout, it's King with possession. Was looking for Elder. Too much on that pass. She finds Gabby Ball over to Prout, all alone under the basket. She misses it. Wide open as Sylvia Prout had a lane. She couldn't get it to fall. And 33 seconds left. A foul given to Tarshay Bell. The foul was on King, as Bell will head to the free throw line for her second attempt. She's 2 for 4. Misses that one. 73-67 the score. She gets that one to fall, 74-67. Coach Wilhelm will call a timeout for Hagerstown to talk things over. Now trailing by 7, as Catonsville has capitalized when it matters most. And they're in the driver's seat with 30 seconds to play. Coming out of the timeout, Paris King will throw the inbound to Ella Bennett. Puts up a shot, bounces around. As chasing for it is Bennett. She comes down with it. She was trying to find King, but too much on that pass as it goes out of bounds. As Ella Bennett goes to the basket. Can't get it to fall, though. 17 seconds left. Prout goes to the court. Foul is called. 74-67, Catonsville with the lead. Ella Bennett with possession. Bennett puts up a shot. And foul is called. Murphy was all over that time. As Ella Bennett will go to the free throw line. Bennett with her first shot is off. That was her first free throw attempt. 18 points on the night, all off three-pointers. She misses both. This is a three-try attempt for Bennett as she misses all three of them. .1 seconds left. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back to Catonsville momentarily. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Coming out of the timeout, Hagerstown has taken the court. Catonsville finishing up their conversation in the huddle. As Bell will throw the inbound pass to Morrison, who's fouled by Prout. So Morrison has a chance to get her season high. 29. She's tied her season high so far. And she makes it 30-point night for Morrison. That's her season high. .65-67. Doesn't get the second one to go. As King has it. Rebounded by Dower. And that's the ball game, 75-67. Catonsville, the winners in this one. Hagerstown did all they could, but they ran out of gas late. A good performance by Ella Bennett, who had 18 points on six three-point attempts. She makes them all. As Catonsville will improve their record to 7-6 overall, 3-1 in conference, and Hagerstown will fall to 6-7 overall and 2-2 in conference. Anaya Morrison, season high, 30 points for her. Right behind her is Keishana Murphy with 20, and then Tarshay Bell with 11, followed up by Lejeune Dower with 6 and Chloe Wallace with 6. On the other side, for Hagerstown, Bennett, as I mentioned, led with 18 points. Behind her is Andrea Elder and Bree King with 17. And Hagerstown, as I mentioned, did all they could, but a lot of costly errors down the stretch is the reason why Catonsville are the winners tonight, and they took advantage of it when it mattered most. And ultimately, Coach Wenricks has to be very proud of what she saw out of her her Cardinals program tonight. So that's all for us here in Catonsville, but we thank you so much for watching. Cam Crossett signing off. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time on January the 23rd when Catonsville will host Anne Arundel Community College. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening.